I spent a long time in between these videos, hour and a half or possibly more, going through all the rogue subclasses. And I haven't even touched monk, but I think that I found some rogue options that are going to be fun for the old guy. D&D old guy rogue, but it's hard to choose. It depends on if I'm filling the motif of the old guy kind of thing, but if I'm just sticking to that, I think that I have an obvious choice. But if I'm not just sticking to that, if I'm kind of thinking abstractly, it could be the Psionic Blades rogue. Mastermind is kind of fun as like an older dude who... My microphone levels seem to be spiking, and I'm worried that that's coming across and being annoying for people, but it's getting into like upper yellow at most, unless I talk loudly like this-ish, whatever. Okay, anyway, speaking with Alphino to continue the storyline, the quest is Hour of Departure. Given the danger of the task that lies before us, I think it only right that we take a moment to bid our friends and allies farewell. Alas, Sid requires my assistance with Master Matoya's rather singular writings. Might I entrust the task of visiting those who will remain behind to you? Of course, bud. Here's Emmerich. So the hour's nigh. Would that I could join you in the coming battle, but with my wounds I fear I would only be a burden to you. In consorting with the Asians, and availing himself of primal powers, my father made himself an enemy of all that is good and right in the world. Do whatever you must to end his madness. May the Fury watch over you. I'm trying to adjust my headset so that I can actually hear my most likely failed attempts at proper accents for these people, but it makes things weird as far as sitting on my head correctly. So I can kind of, if I move the headset a little bit forward, it doesn't, I can hear myself better. So I'm going to do that. Let's keep one ear fully covered and the other ear not. Alright, I need to go... I think this one, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the broom via whatever the closest teleport is, the etheric shard. Yeah, when in doubt, if you need quick experience points and you're on a DPS job, or any job I suppose, do a trial. I don't know if all the trials give you the same bonus, or same like base experience points and then a good bonus. But here's Hilda in the broom. She's the freaking badass. Well, if it isn't my old friend Mercy, off to face the Archbishop and his cronies, is it? I'd love to go and give those bastards a good walloping myself, that snake, Charibird especially, but I've got to stay here and keep an eye on things. With the Archbishop gone, some of the poor folk might get it in their heads to do something stupid like storming the pillars, but blood won't get us what we want, and I need to be around to remind them of that in case they forget. No need to worry about us, anyway. I'll work with Sir Emmerich to preserve the peace. You just concentrate on settling the score with the Archbishop, eh? I'm so sorry being so bad at voices and saying the correct words. Aw, this Elizin woman is fucking freezing. She's just... What are you fucking doing, kid? Why are you throwing snowballs at... Who are you? Can I kill all of you kids that are throwing snowballs at this sad... Oh, you're throwing at me. You're throwing them at each other. You're throwing them at me? Okay, what happens if I leave? Do you throw them at the old woman instead? No. You throw them at each other. Okay, cool. I thought they were throwing them at the Elizin woman, and I can't do anything about it, because... Yeah, that's how the game works, but it pissed me off something fierce if it was true, and it wasn't true, so glad I moved around to kind of confirm what was going on. Here's Tataru in the bar. So you're off to face the Archbishop then? Please be careful, and watch over the others, will you? We've lost too many friends as it is. Some may yet return to us, but I couldn't bear to lose anyone else. I just couldn't. I realize it's asking a lot, but you're the strongest person I know, and I don't think there's anything you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. So please, whatever else happens, keep everyone safe. And we will run up the stairs, a couple L bends, up to the second floor, and to the Forgotten Knight. Speak with Lucia? We already talked to Emmerich. Yeah, here's Lucia. Okay, makes sense. Badass paladin kind of person, Lucia here. This is it then. Go, well, my friend. I shall pray to the Fury for your preservation. Mayhap you think it strange that a daughter of Garlemald should pray? I do not blame you. I used to think it passing strange myself. But that all changed when I discovered something dearer to me than mine own life. Thereafter, praying seemed the most natural thing in the world. Prayers are born of heartfelt faith. God. In manipulating the people's beliefs for his own twisted ends, the Archbishop makes a mockery of their very existence. It cannot be borne. Okay. And then we need to go to the last vigil. Bum, 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 bum. We'll go inside House Forton. And speak with Count Edmond de Forton. Mistress Valkyr, how good of you to pay me a visit. Got a cutscene. It feels as if it were only yesterday when we first met here in this chamber. You came to us a fugitive seeking asylum, and now you bear the hopes of our nation upon your shoulders. God damn. Sorry. His servant holds out. Oh, that's how I get the shield. Okay. He would not have told you, but when Haurchefant begged me to accept you into our household, he described you as hope incarnate. At the time I assumed that he was waxing lyrical, as was his wont, but I have come to see that he simply spoke the truth. And the shield with the pierced, that light spear that pierced through it is held out to you. You are hope, a shining beacon that shall guide the people of Ishgard through the raging snowstorm. He presents the shield to you. A memento. Were my son here, he would have wished to fight at your side in the battle to come. Take care, my friend, and return to us. I never understood why I had a, paladin shield in my inventory. Actually, do I? Because I don't see it. Maybe it's just a... I don't know. Paladin's Hellenic Inquisitor arms. Maybe that's it. Item level 142. It would beat normal Paladin stuff, but... Or the level 130. So it's good if you haven't already got the Paladin level 60 shit unlocked, which, I do just because I have so many classes and I'm doing all the shit. Okay. Go back to the Ethereum, the Astrology. Teleport. Anytime I say telepoint is because that's what they were called in FF11, and it's just ingrained in my memory after so many freaking years of playing that game. Even though telepoints weren't really a huge thing until 5 years into the game, when they started making things a little bit easier for travel and whatnot. Here's Alphino. Count Edmond bequeathed to you the Lord Harshafon's shield, a noble gesture. We bear the hopes and dreams of full many souls. Let their faith in us be a source of strength and courage as we face our remaining trials. Hour of departure is complete. Oh, departure. Okay. Next quest is the first flight of the Excelsior. Work on the Enterprise is nearly complete. Let Azys Lla know to make ready. Jeez. Where? Over here, okay. You had a cutscene with her? Sid, Wedge, and Biggs are on the ship inspecting, making final preparations.
Until but recently, the Ashgardians have kept their doors firmly shut to outsiders. But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Spare us the hyperbole. 'Tis not for praise that we fight.
This was Estinian.
Oh? In light of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing. The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict, and by my hand it shall be done. Then you may speak of achievement.
'Twas not mine intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the eye. Even now, it burns with insatiable hatred, watching unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
Matoya mentioned her eyes no longer glowing, and I guess I would have to watch previous videos that had, close-ups of her face in it, but her eyes are like a pale blue, or like the iris. Sorry, no. The iris is the black part in the middle, right? So I can't remember what the parts of the eye are anymore right now. No, pupil is the black part. So iris, yeah, the iris is a pale blue, like kind of like the winter snow. Doesn't look devoid of light. I guess they're not bright blue, but they're pale, kind of snowy gray blue color, kind of.
Save your concern. I will consume the eye ere I let it consume me. "12 be praised. Thou hast not yet set forth. Across sand and snow have I journeyed, that I might deliver this gift unto thee."
By the way, this is Urianger. Haven't seen him for a while. He's got the kind of dim crystal. I'm gonna call it a rectangular prism, about the length of a hand and a half, and the width that you could usually wrap your hand almost all the way around. Well, you could probably wrap your hand halfway around it in girth, I guess. It's the one that, oh my god, what's her name? The one that died, the gal that died, that was Moonbrita. Sorry, Moonbrita. It's one that she always had.
White auracite.
Yeah.
But whence did it come?
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects. 'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend e'er erred for lack of foresight. In the place whither thou goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our fallen comrade.
He hands it to you. For some reason I thought that my cursor in the game just changed its normal shape, but I don't think it did. Alright, here's Alpha No. Let us go, Mercy. Azys Lla awaits. Awaits, not waits. It waits for no one, I'm assuming. We got a cutscene with Sid standing in front of the Enterprise.
Ah, excellent timing. We've just finished our work on the Enterprise. She's so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit. The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior, if pressed for time.
It's got...
Once again, she'll carry Eorzea's protectors into battle.
I don't know if this changed from before, but it's got the upper right and left parts kind of above what would look kind of like a long, slightly well, if you're looking at it from below, it's convex because it goes up. So like a kind of a long blue canopy that's, I guess, meant to catch updrafts to lift it. But there's also two blimps, like one on either side of and above that convex canopy. They're also blue, long, kind of blimp shape, basically. And then the rest is rather normal airship. It's got, you know, the deck, and I think it has propellers. We'll see the propellers better later, I think.
All aboard!
That's Wedge's voice. I'm not good at it. All aboard!
I can do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success.
This is Count Edmond de Forton.
Yet know that wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
In Haurchefont's name, we go. I did love him.
Return to us, all of you.
The entire gang is here to see you off. The Count's sons, Lucia, the gal in the groom, who's like the leader of the poor folk, Oriange, Emmerich. I think Tataru I saw briefly, but she was off screen for the... Yeah, there's Tataru. She seems to be praying for your safe return.
Enterprise Excelsior. Engage.
Enterprise, engage. I think there's probably also a clip of Sir Patrick Stewart saying Excelsior somewhere, probably. But yeah, he was the captain of the Enterprise. One of the captains of the Enterprise, I suppose, is the correct word. There's a new season of that show out, Picard, I believe it's called, on CBS? Probably CBS, I think. And I have a subscription to that for several shows, and that's one of them. But I have not watched the new season. Probably should remember to do that, but I'm watching like Critical Role Season 3, and keeping up with Hulu shows as they come out, and Apple
This is it! Get ready!
Apple TV shows as they come out. So we are flying the Excelsior through, once again, those kind of yellowish clouds. There are those probably useless wings on either side that I don't know what the hell they do. They look like dragonfly wings, but they're just a little bit going up and down, but...
Eye of mine enemy, render unto me thy power!
If you were to measure how far the tips of the long dragonfly wings were moving up and down, it'd probably be 2 feet. So, I don't know what they're doing. Stabilization is my only guess, or just looking cool. But they would create some drag, which you wouldn't want, so they should be functional, you would think. And, you know, drag can be stabilizing, I think, in some cases. So the eye was just gaining so much power in Estinian's hand, and now it's beaming that power to that convergence device, and it has created this long purple dark.
No, you will not claim me. I am the master.
This purple dark spear that is like the ram, basically, that's supposed to pierce this shield around Azys Lla. Estinian is battling with the eye to remain the master of his own body and will. The Excelsior is flying toward the shield, hoping this energy spear will... Yep, here we go. It seems to be piercing. There are propellers on the back of the ship, by the way. They're in like the upper part, like at the back of the middle canopy. I think at the back of either like blimp on the top, right and left. The spear does its job, pierces the shield. The Excelsior flies through.
We're through!
Sid seems to notice something, though. A large shape beneath us in the clouds. Oh shit, a larger ship. Oh no. Is the Imperium already here? Gaius, or not Gaius, but whoever the new leader is of it. This is a big ass ship. Coming from underneath and behind us, apparently. So either it was already in here, or it followed us in here, or it might not be Imperium at all. It could be the,
Chief, we've got an Imperial battleship on our tail. And it's bleeding massive.
I guess it is Imperial. That was big, by the way. It's firing a lot of kind of like gunfire.
Damn it! The bastards were waiting for us to open the door for them.
Yeah. Not little, I suppose, but maybe like the size of a fist bullets. So you see like those fist-sized balls just streaking through the air trying to hit us. But we're dodging. Apparently fairly well. Sid is
I'm gonna try to shake them. Hang on to something.
maneuvering the best he can. Continues to follow us.
Ooh, we're all going to die! Tataru!
Aww. I never know that. But the Imperial ship is like a giant blimp as like the main structure, and then a bunch of other structures
She won't take much more of this!
built around the sides and underneath. I'm supposing probably with like jet engines, if they exist in this game, in this world.
The time is come to use Hydaelyn's gift.
This is the voice of Ysayle, who is Ysayle, a name. Is that the Shiva Iceheart? Is that who this is? You say that's Ysayle, right? Yeah. She's
Much blood has been spilled in my name. And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship.
Oh shit, she's flying on the back of her her mate dragon, Hraesvelgr, I believe.
Saint Shiva, Hraesvelgr,
I got it right.
pray forgive this fool.
I'm happy with myself when I remember shit.
But even now,
Been a while.
I cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow.
Hraesvelgr roars and flies. It's like nowhere in sight of us, so I don't know how she knows we're in trouble. But it flies in front of us, or to the side, can't really tell. Up into a greener sky, and then actually up or down, I guess, toward the Imperial ship, where Ysayle jumps off of him, but is flanked by two other dragons. She dives toward the Imperial ship. This cutscene is bad.
Thank you, Hraesvelgr.
This cutscene is badass.
Is that Azys? What does she mean to do?
Ready
O goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech you,
The two
fill this vessel with your light. Still the hatred within our hearts, and bless us with eternal grace!
The two dragons flanking her were shot down. But she is becoming, like, she's encased in that ice crystal, which, you know, is how Shiva kind of erupts from her, basically. I thought it was gonna, like, dive bomb the ship, but nope, she's just Shiva now. And she can block all of the bullet attacks racing toward our ship, encase them in icy crystal, and send the crystal back at the ship. Oh, I guess it is doing some damage sending it back toward them. Didn't seem like it. The Legatus is displeased. I can't remember his name right now. Shiva's just like twirling and flying along the giant ship. Not doing anything yet, but I suppose she was summoning crystals to attack it because there were some explosions, but there were no graphics for it. She gets between the massive ship and the Excelsior again, and like twirls around and around in concentric circles, forming. Oh, she's forming herself into a large ice spear and launching herself at the massive ship. She's taking a lot of fire, but her ice crystal just grows more and more gigantic as it hits the ship. And now we see on board the ship that things are failing. But Shiva... oh, there she is. She's just kind of floating next to the ship, breathing heavily. I saw Haris Valgar for a second, but that was a minute ago. I don't know where he went. What he's doing to help. The Legatus orders everyone to fire upon her, and something hits her and explodes, and she is not doing well. Floating slowly downward and downward into the yellow clouds, getting hit by the occasional ammunition. And then she starts to fall with haste, bereft of her energy.
Farewell, warrior of light. And thank you for showing me the way.
She loses her Shiva-ness and becomes Ysayle once more.
No!
And continues to fall, bathed in that just flowing blue, light, white energy just all around
This
her.
ether. It was a crystal of light.
And she disappears in one of those puffs that all the enemies we defeat seem to disappear into.
She, too, was one of Hydaelyn's chosen.
Interesting. Sid closes his eyes in a moment of mourning.
Fare you well, my lady.
Estinium has finally counted her as an ally, it seems. Well, probably did earlier, but yeah. Actually brought a little bit of tears to my eyes, man. And then the cutscene fades to black. Well, we continue on with the cutscene. The Excelsior flying into Abalathia's spine, Azys Lla. And I don't have much ability to speak and enunciate properly right now. Mostly alcohol related, but also just the amount of time that I've been talking. Anyway, woo, I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be back on solid ground, even if said ground is floating in the sky. When that Imperial battleship appeared, I honestly thought we were finished, and we would have been had your friend not arrived when she did. 12 grant her mercy. Brief though our time together was, Azys Lla was a true friend, a gentle soul who fought for her beliefs. She would have made a fine scion. What is a scion but one who fights for our cause? Our hopes survive thanks to her sacrifice. Let that be enough. Yet I cannot help but wonder, how came she to know of our presence here? From Haste Valgr, I would wager. He will have felt my channeling of the Eye's power. It would seem they were able to make peace with one another in the end. She gave her life because she believed in us. We owe it to her to see our mission through. Everyone nods. See that dome-like structure further in? Let's make our way there. God, more cutscenes and more awesomeness that I missed because I never watched all that shit, and now it is nice to experience it finally. I've said that so many times, I'll probably say it so many more times. Okay, the area we are on now is definitely made by people of some kind. Probably the people that made those the Crystal Tower and all that shit. I can't remember what they call them. Like the ancient Allags. The A-L-L-A-G, I believe. Yeah, the Allag. Allegiant. Yeah, Allag. Whatever, I'm going with Allag right now. But if you kind of picture lines of circuitry, so like they're kind of like gold brass colored lines with like electronic blue kind of little lines through, all going the same direction kind of thing, but you know, patterns here and there. That's a pathway we're running on our Chocobo on right now. It's a little bit raised. There's some circular. Everything around us looks like it's just technologically, you know, built by some species. Very advanced technology. You know, traces of power running everywhere. That's like everything is similar colors, so brass gold color kind of thing. Some circles, a lot of lines, and we've reached an aetherite here, which we'll definitely get, because why the heck wouldn't we? We wouldn't get it because we forget to get it, but this time I did not, for sure. Can't fly, but I do know, I think we get flying. No, we don't. We get it eventually. I don't remember when, but it's on the back of a dragon later on, but whatever. Here is Sid. The Isle Sentinels don't seem to frequent this area. We should be safe here. Let's talk strategy, shall we? The first flight of the Excelsior is done. It is 7:12 p.m. I have not played any Dying Light today, and I kind of want to play some because it doesn't require me to emulate accents, and that kills my voice fast for some freaking reason. I don't know. But we're getting rested experience points here, and yeah, let's do that. I think I should hit 60 pretty easily with Red Mage here. It's this next quest. That's level 59. Cool, we can keep doing it. So yeah, that's the end of this video for this game, at least. I'll probably make a video, one video I would say, probably not more than that, for Dying Light 2. But I will see you guys soon. Thanks for sticking by. Have a good one.